test run, and if it goes really well, we might do this at BronyCon.
Woo! Which, if this happens at BC, holy shit snacks.
Question already.
What the hell?
Are allowed to record you?
Do it. It's a free country.
There's a camera rolling already, so...
Oh yeah, this is America instead of Canada, eh? You can go ahead and do whatever you want.
Okay.
Okay.
You better watch your mouth, you freaking...
I don't even know what you're going on about over there. I don't even know what just happened.
I don't know where your other drink go. Why are you talk to them through the microphone to me?
Whoa.
Yeah, we have that muted on purpose.
Everybody, this is Ed.
So like the subject of today's show is like whether or not you should go bowling low today.
Does anyone get the reference?
This man is cool. I don't get the
Fargo?
reference.
No!
You just went ahead and made the poor guy sad.
Hey, take off, eh?
They are all...
Ya hose head.
Yeah!
Oh!
Someone gets it.
Go curl with your mother.
No,
Whoa.
no. Bob and Dave
Rude.
McKenzie. Come on, guys.
Oh.
But all right, I guess you guys are here for some. You get up here. Come on, full papers. Get up here. I want you to sit next to me.
I'll have you know that before this, we had about 4 margaritas with dinner and then 2 Long Islands.
What size?
And now I have 2 Long Islands in front of me, and he lost one of his.
Alright. Crushing a panel.
You're not necessarily crashing.
I'm going to be doing this tomorrow, so I feel like I should be...
That's okay. This is the pre-game panel.
This is the involuntary crashing.
This is kind of like your idea, but for another con, this happens all the time.
You know what the real nice part of this is? There's no panel after this, so we can really just keep going. And going and going.
Just keep them liquored up.
Yeah, well, yeah, just keep.
Well, who wants to be the person who goes and gets us drinks? We'll pay you back.
92 minutes though.
Well, that's nice, but we'll just keep going afterwards.
Volin told him.
Zabranki, you're in charge of getting us drinks. Thank you very much. Give this man a hand.
I love the method of voluntelling. It's wonderful.
Yep, it's working.
I need to
all
get
right.
a drink for myself too, so I guess that's fair.
Okay. You know what? There are really so many stories to tell. This is a 12-year Scotch. This is a 12-year. Yo, Gumball. This is a 12-year Scotch, right?
Yeah, that's the Highland Park 12-year I was mentioning earlier.
Nice.
Should I send around a...
I'm just enjoying the etching on it.
No, you really don't want to send it around.
Oh god, that's good.
So, all right. You know, there's really a lot of stories to tell, either it being convention scene, personal scene, military scene, whatever you want. Where really should I start? Do you guys have any suggestions?
BronyCon 14.
Childbirth.
I think a really good place to start for you, that everybody really loves talking about, is a convention that shall not be named, Las Pegasus Unicon.
Oh, God.
Oh!
Wow.
You really did kind of name it. So, all right. So, LPU.
That's a medical radio. Why do you even have that?
I was on channel 2. That was security, so hush your mouth. So, all right. Well, LPU was the first convention after BronyCon that was going to be my vacation. And I really use air quotes strongly. It's where Josh and I actually first had a convention together. High five.
Nice.
Adorable.
Every time.
Every time. So yeah, LPU was a con. Friday night, just went like any other. It was Vegas. We went out, got some drinks. Saturday was when it got real. Basically, the afternoon was, we heard some rumors, and I was like, well, this is gonna be a con. And
Not
well.
too much longer.
So pretty much Saturday afternoon, I was in the vendor hall. Things were going pretty well. I was walking through. I was like, oh, you know what? I think I'm gonna buy this item, this item. I think I'm gonna get that one tomorrow. And suddenly I heard an alarm going off, but it was different. I've never actually heard this type of fire alarm go off, and it was like, doo, doo. It was like a car alarm, and I was like, what the hell is happening?
Somebody wanted Plinko.
There was no Plinko game. So, I kind of looked around and I was like, oh, you know what? Okay, that's a fire alarm. And I was just like, alright, this is gonna... Anybody? No? Okay. And that's when pretty much my FEMA certifications kicked in and I asked everybody to leave the vendor hall.
Everybody. He was literally yelling it out.
I wasn't yelling. I was
You were yelling it out.
Yes, I was there.
I was being nice. I was being nice.
You were being Fulner. Nice.
Okay, describe Fulner then. You can't just be like, oh, you're being.
You are half
nice.
for Josh Dean.
Most people don't know what that means, and that's okay for now. But he was very assertive. Fulner has a very pleasant demeanor most of the time, but when his Air Force stuff kicks in, he gets very assertive. And if I remember correctly, he was pretty much not pushing people out, but the politest form of pushing people out while telling them, you really need to leave.
Alright, so yeah, then vendor hall was emptied out. And I made my way to main hall. And to which Nicole Oliver, or Princess Celestia, as you guys know, kind of came up and was like, Fulner, what's going on? And I was like, well, this is a fire alarm, so I'm gonna get people out. And I walked up on stage and I was like, all right, everyone, if you can go ahead and make a calm, orderly leave out of the building, that'd be pretty nice. It'd be pretty fantastic. And everybody got up, kind of left, and you know, I expected security to kind of take over, but that was really OPU on Saturday in a nutshell. Everything else just kind of went.
That was Saturday in a nutshell. I feel like there was more to Saturday than a nutshell than there was a fire. I feel like there was like the whole everything else that you're not mentioning.
But you know what's beautiful? We don't have to get into detail. Let's move on to something. I like to move on to something else.
Okay. I feel like you're not mentioning the fact that the whole LPU disaster was in fact your fault.
What? Wait, when did it become my fault?
Everything that went wrong at that con was your fault. It can be traced directly back to you. You are culpable. # blame Fulner.
Oh no, we're not starting. We are not.
I actually half remember Lee busting into a private room party saying, "Oh God, there's Fulner. He is what is wrong with this to this weekend."
Oh.
Wait, what? No, he was like, Fulner, I know you can fix this. Not Fulner, this is your problem.
Yeah, potato, right?
Are we really going to play the this is ketchup, this is catsup kind of game?
Let's just call the whole thing off.
Alright, sounds fantastic. So, past LPU, there's a lot of other things. What else do you guys want to know?
You know what? How about we just have people ask questions, maybe?
Oh God, you know that's going to open a whole new can of worms.
This will only end in
Fulner,
tears.
where are you?
Yes, Sheva.
You can have your hat back, sir.
All right, I'll tell you what. Why don't we do questions in a normal panel style a little bit? Do we want to have maybe people come up and ask questions? We could probably give you like a microphone or something.
Wait, what?
Sheva's gonna listen to your questions here first before you actually tell them. No, you don't come up here and then tell them. You have to like go over there and then like listen to their questions. And then say,
There's an empty seat.
there are all of these people here who are begging to listen to your question.
Walk over to all of them and
Just yell out approve, disapprove.
Okay, hi. Hi, guys. What's up? What's up? I'm Sheva. Hi.
No, Sheva, stay away from those three. No, seriously, stay away from those three.
It's okay.
What am I doing here?
You know what, just to get the ball rolling, how about you? You've had your hand raised since the beginning.
Who has a question?
Sarah.
Who's that? You know, you gotta be more descriptive.
Yes, you with the long hair, right in the middle.
Alright, I guess it's all three of you. I don't want to show bias or whatever.
Show all the bias you need.
I don't really even know your name, so I don't know who to address.
That's okay. That's what I like.
I'm Josh Dean. That's Fulner.
Does that make me full papers? Do I need to talk in a British accent all the time?
Really?
Well, if you're going to, you've got to do a better one than that.
All right, I feel like we really didn't do this at the beginning, but we will go ahead and do that. So for everyone who doesn't know, my name is Josh Sheen. I am chairman of BronyCon. Down here at the very end, I think most people know who this guy is. He is full papers of Twitter fame. And the reason we are all here for his panel right in the middle is John Funna, Funna and his Storytime. Woo! So now that we were able to get the introductions out of the way, by all means, what was your question again?
Who is your favorite traveling Wilbury, and is it Jeff Lynne?
Wow, what?
Wait, what? I heard favorite traveling Wilbury?
Yes. Which is your favorite traveling Wilbury?
Sorry.
What's a traveling Wilbury?
Yeah. It's a kind of fruit.
I like peaches.
I think I knew a peach.
Wait. Peaches is a fruit, right?
They come in a can.
Serious medical condition. Doctor, I've got a terrible case of the travelling Wilburys. Oh, I'm sorry. There's no hope for you.
Does that mean that you like apples? Because I like apples.
Apples to the core.
Oh my god, no, we're not breaking out the song.
Oh.
Alright, Josh, what's your favorite traveling Wilbury?
What is it?
Bob Saget.
Oh, Bob Saget.
Survey says.
And number one answer still on the board.
Denied.
Yeah, okay, alright. For the one,
Can I
alright.
approve of censorship?
Yeah.
No, this panel is uncensored.
Oh,
no
well, okay
censorship.
then, approved.
Just as a note, this is a late panel. There's a little bit of alcohol involved, so for
A little.
There's a lot of alcohol involved.
okay, a lot.
There are 3 Long Islands, some 20-year-old scotch, and I don't know what Full Papers is drinking.
He's
It's-
got a thing.
It's 16-year-old Lagavulin. It's a single malt.
Respect.
All right.
It's tasty.
So this is Sarah. She's a good friend of mine. She's probably going to ask a very embarrassing question of mine.
So I'm considering following in your footsteps, and I'm wondering about your whore tongue and how much you make, really, annually.
Okay, are we going to go with like annually in terms of job or in the terms of my whore tongue?
Mostly your whore tongue.
Oh, okay. So my whore tongue is usually at the Classic Cat on the weekends. The Classic Cat being a strip joint in Rochester, New York.
Okay.
Whoa!
So not Harry Hines.
That's a long commute.
It's a very long commute, but let me tell you, is it rewarding? But you know what? I have to say that the annual return is profitable.
So you'd encourage people to follow in your footsteps?
Do I encourage? Oh, hell no.
Colder, I'm worth more than that. Me too.
All right, thank you very much.
I'm a bald man to be able to be my
All right, Screw Loose, we know who you
all
are.
right, Screw
What's your
Loose.
question?
You make awesome memes and such,
Oh,
and
sweet
gifts.
Jesus.
I've seen some of the gifts that you've made. What's your favorite one that you've made thus far?
A favorite meme that I've made?
Meme or gift?
Oh, Jesus. Well,
Sorry,
you
no,
know what? I think the first one and the proudest one that I have is the hashtag blame full papers, which has been going so strong for the last 2.5 years. It's been 2.5 years, right?
Have I mentioned lately how much I hate you?
And I think by hate you mean love.
It's a very hateful kind of love.
Oh, it's a beautiful love.
That's the best.
Come here, let me hug/crush you.
Ah, excellent.
Kill, destroy.
Swag! Swag!
Hashtag really tough moment.
Oh, Jesus. No, this isn't BronyCon, this is Nightmare Nights, and it's a fantastic con. So.
No, Fantastic Con is a completely different convention from this.
Completely Oh, I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, I'm gonna blame Full Papers for this one.
What? Oh, I'm sorry. Were you saying
I'm gonna fucking come over there.
that? No, no.
So help me.
So help you?
So help me. So help me.
Denying you.
And cut.
She's being mean.
Denied in the
All right, so there's really a lot I can go on. Does anyone have any suggestions, any ideas?
You know what I would really like to know about?
Oh, Jesus.
I'd like to know what you were doing during the Great BronyCon fire.
Oh.
You can see it on the video.
Hiding the matches.
So, for those of you who might not actually
For
know
insurance
this,
reasons, yes.
and I actually feel like it's part of Brony history where you have to know this. But in the BronyCon of June 2012, there was a light fixture fire which caused the BronyCon staff to have to evacuate the Secaucus Meadowlands Expo Center. So I'd love to know what you were doing during that time, Fulner.
So
As a person who was in charge of all the VIPs.
Oh my God. So, well, I was off-site at the time, enjoying my first lunch in the first 48 hours of this convention.
Suspicious.
Suspicious.
That's so suspicious.
No.
It's hashtag
We are
suspicious.
not breaking out Lightning Hoof this early.
Yes, we are.
No, we're not. So, we'll table that for a later discussion. We'll.
He'll be next.
Hold on. Yeah, we'll definitely answer your question. So, I was off-site at the time, and hell, was it a very stressful con. June Con was just damn. If I can describe it into one word, it's damn. I had just gotten off-site at the time, and I put my earpiece in, and it's just like, emergency, we gotta go ahead and evacuate the convention center, and I was like, wait, what? What the hell just happened? I leave for an hour, and we're gonna go ahead and evacuate the damn con? Jesus, what? So,
It's your fault.
I put my headpiece back in, I listen, and everyone's pretty much making their way out. And as I'm walking through from the entrance of the convention center to the exit where everyone was leaving, I take from the secondary panel hall, I go to the main hall, and there's this guy just kind of like leaning against the main hall, and I'm like, who the hell is that? And at first I was just like, oh, it's just some dude, but it actually turned out to be John Delancey, and he's just smiling. And I'm like, wait, what? Why are you smiling? And he's just like, this is the least that's happened at any cons I've been to. I was like, I really don't care, we should leave. And everyone leaves, but a thought that just popped in my head, leading up to this convention, not only myself, not the, I think Zephyr was the head of PR at the time, right? Or was he deputy? He was vice chair?
Well, and head of PR before that.
Okay. Zephyr...
For those who are not aware, Zephyr is, before me, the BronyCon chair, and at one point was the head of PR and then vice chair for JuneCon in 2012.
And Jade, or Hey Buck, as some of y'all may know, we all had individual nightmares at different times about a fire. I had one, Jade had one, Zephyr had one.
And mine apparently was the actual fire.
Yours was the actual fire, but when I walked in and I saw the light fixture on fire, I just went, oh, holy hell, it's happening. What the fuck did I do for karma to just deal me a shit hand? And the plastic's just dripping, and I'm like, oh my god, this is... The whole con's gonna burn down, and it's gonna be the worst, and it's like, what? Oh my god, the VIPs looking good. I was just internally panicking. And that's when I walked up to John Delancey, and that whole thing went on. But JuneCon was a con. And I'll definitely say, holy hell, has BronyCon had some growth pains. But dang.
I think it's worth noting that the burned out light fixture is now a permanent part of the Travelling Pony Museum.
I know, and
you can actually see it. It's got a lovely caption saying this is when the Fire Nation attacked.
and you know what? There's actually a picture from last year where somebody cosplayed as Zuko and was like, oh my god, you're Fulner. And I was like, yeah. And he's like, can you pose for a picture arresting me? And I was like, well, I can't really arrest you, but I I guess I can kind of make the post. He was like, yeah, I'm gonna put this on Twitter. And I was like, all right, I don't care. Fuck it.
And now DrawnCon, which Jade is associated with,
Is Jade
Zuko's
on it?
voice actor. So it's all a conspiracy about fire.
You know, a real interesting thing about the about JuneCon 2 and that fire was, you know, this fandom is really known for being able to pick up and like make very interesting cultural things for this convention. But there was something about that con specifically where a lot of people just migrated to that fire really well. If I remember correctly, EQD had their banner image on fire. Less than a couple of hours after the fire happened. There was a song called "Set Fire to the Con" that was on YouTube. Not much longer after that fire happened as well.
Oh my god. I am really getting too old for this shit. I've been around since pretty much the first BronyCon with Ashley and Nicole and Andrea.
I was not the first.
Well, they were the first,
off my lawn.
they were the first like
2012.
guests of honor, you know, show staff.
September was in September.
He was, yes. Yeah. Okay, the first one that I was a part of. And of the remaining upper echelon of...
Speaking of Gen Con though, I want to hear the story of the green room and when the episode started playing.
Man, you are really not doing a good job of moderating this, Sheva.
No.
There was a hand back there, though.
No, yes. All right, so before I answer yours...
How am I supposed to moderate?
No,
It's an exercise in futility, Sheva.
no, screw loose, you can put your hand down.
No, please, I got it.
No, there was a hand over from somebody that I know, and she had it first. Chris, put your hand down. Go ahead, ask your question.
So I was told to ask, do you know where your tie is?
It's in his car.
Actually, you know what's surprising for them? The exact same tie that for that whole event is actually in my car. So you can go ahead and rest assured that that tie at that whole Everfree Northwest event is the tie that's currently in my car. And my tie it's somewhere. It could be on Osaka Jack, it could be on Joy, it could be on a light pole. Oh my god, there are so many questions.
Let's have some fun.
If we're gonna go by...
If you don't have a question, put your hand up, and if you have a question, put your hand down. Come on.
Well, you know, if we're gonna go by the
Come
great
on.
moderator Sheva, I believe Screw Loose was next.
Oh Jesus.
It's more related to what you were just talking about.
All right, let's go. You know what? I'm gonna Screw Loose. You can wait. Chris, you can definitely wait. Cowboy hat and all that. You can wait. Shh.
Hey, hey.
Shh. Shh.
Yes, you in the back, sir.
In the back.
This is my first BronyCon. I have gone to many anime cons and so on.
Wait, like this is your first pony convention?
Yes.
Okay. Well, this isn't a BronyCon, but this is a pony convention.
Well, this is a BronyCon, but it is not BronyCon. Let's not get confused here. There are pauses there, Fulmer.
It is too late for you to
Oh, but anyways, I'm sorry.
I've gone to several conventions like MomoCon, GiantCon,
Okay.
AWA.
So anime conventions.
So I'm not just familiar with so this is really familiar.
Okay.
But usually when I go to one, somebody always gets arrested, or fights. Has it ever happened to this like in a PonyCon?
So somebody getting arrested at a pony convention. Well, I don't have a story of somebody getting arrested at any convention that I know.
That wasn't me, that was them.
Okay, so I do know of a story that a friend of mine who works for our convention, who